Hello everybody, welcome back to my not so very expensive set. This video, oh my god, while I'm editing it, this video is the most embarrassing, awkward video of mine till date, and I was feeling so bad while even editing it. Like the amount of time I've said I'd say, it's so embarrassing and it's so bad that even if I edit it with a beep sound, you can actually count it. You guys can count it of how many times I've actually said it. I'll just get into the video. I don't even want to say anything. I really don't want. This is by far the most embarrassing video of mine ever, and it was so hard for me to just edit it because that's on me. Hello everybody, welcome back to my not so very expensive set. So basically we are filming in my room today and I cannot show you the entire thing because it's quite dirty. I'm not much organized, I'd say. And today a very special guest is present with us, and that's Oreo. Hey bud. Okay, he's quite camera shy. Anyway, so I was making this vlog today because today we were invited to my father's friend's son's wedding, and I was like, well, I was running out of contact anyway, so I was like, why not to grab this opportunity. Today I would be just going through what I'm gonna be, dressing up in. Like, I found this very gorgeous. I don't know why it looks so red. Okay, my camera is not focusing. Why is it not focusing? Okay, yeah, I found a way to show it to you guys. So this is basically the actual dress that I would be wearing, and I don't know why it seems to be all hot pinkish kind of shade, but for real it's basically magenta. I have a photo of this entire look. If I take out the catalog picture which was given along with this, it's looking so good on her because, come on, it's Show by Shady, but I don't know if it looked this good on me. Anyways, for those who are wondering where I got this from, my aunt basically bought it for me, and she owns a showroom. So if you guys are wondering to check out the recent collection over there, you can visit her, of course. People who live in Delhi or nearby Delhi can, of course, go visit her. I would recommend a 10 on 10. She's a fashion designer. Oh my god, she's really great. And I would also give the link to her location, the shop's location, in the comment section below. I cannot even clean the pile of clothes here because he is so used to just rest his head on those. Anyways, we're about to get started because I'm running so late. Recently checked in and my straightener's busted, so all I have to do, or I gotta do now to fix these wild messy hair, is to just take my hairdryer, take a comb with it, and try to just straighten up using the regular hairdryer's heat, I'd say. I cannot do this without a straightener, come on. Fine student, I cannot give it up this easy, I just cannot. Let's give it a try. We're gonna do this. We would be able to just straighten this entire head in 20 minutes because that's the only time that I'm left with. Okay, so the hair straightening thing with the hairdryer was a failure for me because, come on, I was not able to do it with just myself because my hands just, they were hurting. Anyway, so I am done prepping with my face. Like, I just washed it using this. I somehow feel awkward about filming it in the washroom because I cannot just do that. And yeah, so I just use this minimalist salicylic acid plus LHA cleanser. I just avoid using face wash somehow because each one of them makes my skin go dry. It's just, when I think on this now, it's just too funny to film all of this because all my life I kept myself away from makeup, and I recently learned it a bit during the COVID, and then my sister was about to get married, so during those days I started learning makeup, and now I'm making a vlog doing my makeup. It's weird. It's just weird to me. Where's the tomboyish Carlisle Tushy? I wish you guys met that. You would have loved her. For real. Not this one. This girl's boring. Again, so I use the Super Light Gel because it works for wonders for me. Honestly, I love this one. It's really non-sticky. It does what it says, I'd say, because I have tried plenty of moisturizer which, it's written non-sticky, but And just when you put your hand over here, it feels so greasy on you. Anyways, after that, I ordered this Dot and Key strawberry dew in the spotlight syrup cream, and honestly, it was a fail for me because it didn't look shiny. I don't know, it just gives you a soft and shiny looking skin, dewy looking skin, but it doesn't really do that. So I just use it as a base to put on the foundation. And of course the neck. Don't forget the neck, people. This fact that I've lately learned, that many people forget to match the facial foundation or the shade of the foundation of their face with that of the neck, and then the makeup just messes up. I know this looks so weird to me. I don't know. I just look at my face right now and I feel like I have phobia from these dot-like things. Anyways, so I put on this as well as this. This is basically Maybelline's Fit Me Dew and Smooth Normal to Dry looking, the base, the primer. And this works well as well. It goes with the makeup. I don't usually like the matte finish. I love the dewy kind, but honestly with this skin texture it doesn't look dewy, it just looks powdery, and I'm wondering why, and I'm trying new things to make it look more dewy and more, I'd say, shinier, but no, it doesn't work for me, so I'm just going with this one. We're done with the base and we are moving to the foundation, putting on the layers, I'd say. The second layer would be, of course, of the foundation, and like always, I forgot where I kept my older beauty blender, and now I have to use the new one. So it's just damping it a bit. I have this water plus toner mixture ready. I just use it every time whenever I have to do makeup, and I just spray it on the beauty blender, make it quite damp, I'd say, not exactly wet, but just damp, so that I can blend it easily. And lately I've been using this brush. It works good for me, I'd say. I never like to use a brush because it makes your foundation look patchy, cakey, but this one doesn't. So I just drop in what kind of foundation brush this is. I don't know, it's not written over here. This is not the package. I guess I threw the package away. Anyway, so I'm using Rimmel London's foundation, and the main problem that I face is that I cannot find a good shade or the right shade for my skin. I don't know, my skin comes between the reddish brown and the usual dusky skin shade, and whatever foundation I apply, I usually have to mix like 2 or 3 drops of the bronzer, and then it becomes a bit darker, so I need to use the lighter foundation, so it's a havoc for me. But this one works really good for the Indian skin shade, I'd say. Okay, so again, the phobia triggering. Anyways, I'll just blend it. So, go in with this. I should have had my hair tied up before, but I'm too lazy to do that. The problem with me is that I have tons of facial hair, and I'm so scared to get rid of it. I see people shaving it off using those eyebrow shavers, razors, sorry, not shavers, but eyebrow razors, and I just get scared because my skin is really very sensitive, and even if I give it a try, I am damn sure that there will be a massive acne breakouts. And all my entire life, up until like I was 18, I never had the problem of acne, touch wood. Like, I never had those. The later ones was just because of the pollution, and since I went to college and I live in Delhi, not Delhi but NCR. So anyway, so it all, like, the massive breakouts of my skin started after 18 or 19. So I was like, okay, we're gonna get through it. But no, I'm not doing it on purpose to myself, okay? I'm not gonna erase it off. It looks good up until I put on the foundation, because then if I zoom on my face right now, you can see the streaks of my hair, and I would not want that. Yeah, so I just changed into the dress that I would be wearing, because I just remembered that the neckline of this dress was quite small, and my foundation would just, was just afraid that it's gonna ruin my dress. Anyway, so once we're done with the layer, first layer, we'll move on to using the beauty blender. This is awkward. So I just realized that this angle is much more good as compared to that one, and I'm done with the blending because that was some awkward blending, I'd say. Anyways, once we're done with the foundation, now I might be moving to my contour. And the thing with contour is that I'm confused, people. Like right now, if you take a look, I got two concealers. One is from K-Beauty, the other one is from Faces Canada. So I prefer to use this one because this gives me a more defined, not giving the palish or the yellowish look, but this one is kind of pale. I am confused as to which shall I go for. I'm just sticking with the Faces Canada because this is more reliable. And I just put it under the eye and also on the side. Although I'm not that old, I don't have wrinkles, but still, you should never miss this edge of your eye if you're pulling up a contour. And then a little bit on here. I follow this girl who just traces the contour from here to here and then here and then here, and I tried that and it gives me like this area, the upper part, the upper lip, I'd say, okay, becomes so pale. It looks so odd. It doesn't look like your face. It looks like that face from the recent Uncanny Village trend, I'd say. Just a second. Yeah, it looks good. We're done with the concealer, and now I'm just putting on the bronzer. So murder this. Anyways, what I do basically, I just define it from here because I got a very broad nose. I got it from my mom. Anyways, so I just first make this. What I'm doing? Sorry about my rage. Anyway, so now once I'm done sculpting my nose, I just move to the cheekbones. And this is another hack that I've learned on YouTube and Instagram. And then I just try to define the jaw. Okay, now I'm moving. We are gonna ignore the fact what happened earlier. Now we are moving to the eyeshadow, I'd say, and like the amount of time I've taken this shade, I think out of all these, it's so embarrassing and it's so bad. Would definitely go with it because it's quite shimmerish as well. Shimmery. We're done with the eyeshadow. That you can see it's very light. I don't put much makeup. We're just left with the liner, which I'm not gonna use because my eyes are already so big that it makes it look more bigger and I look like a hawk. Secondly, we're just gonna move to the kohl or the kaजल part, and then we're gonna put the blush, and then we're gonna do the lips, and that's gonna be it. So for kaजल, I'm gonna use Faces Canada's Magnetize, and it really is good. I mean, I love this one. I tried Maybelline, I've tried Lakme, I've tried K-Beauty one is gold. I'd say it's... Oh no. Now we're just left with the lips, and for the lip one, basically what I do every time I do my makeup, I use this e.l.f. exfoliator stick. This one is mint, I guess. Yeah, Mint Maniac. I'm a psycho. So this one is my second stick, I'd say, and I'm about to order the third one. This works wonders, I'd say. Even it's not just about makeup, you can use it on a daily basis as well. It's a good exfoliator. And the coconut one, I want to try the coconut one in this one because it is said to be much more effective for the purpose of exfoliator. But I'm just sticking on to this one right now because I love the color. Like, just look at the shade. Just a second, I'm trying to see the blue. I die for the blue. So I'm done with the exfoliation and I'm just left with finding the right shade that would go with this dress. What time is it? Okay, it's 8:20 and my father's gonna kill me. I'm still left with that hair. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anyway, so for the lips I have the gloss here. And these are from Dior. Yeah, these are from Dior. I'm talking about the products as if they are promoting this video. No, the video does not include paid promotion because of course, for the paid promotions, you need to have subscribers, good number of followers, likes, views, and this video is not getting any. I know. Prove me wrong. So anyways, I'm just finding the right shade to my where? Here it is. So I cannot wear bright pink or reddish or pinkish lipsticks in general. I hate lipsticks. I don't put lipsticks. I usually just go with the gloss or lip balms. But mauve or brownish shades actually go with the skin tone, I'd say. I don't need anyone to body shame me. I am enough for that purpose. Okay, so we are almost done. Now we're just left with the jewelry. I'm not wearing anything in my neck. And there are two options. Shall I go for the sun ones or shall I go for the cute flower ones? And, you know, your opinion, it does matter to me. But I prefer what I actually like, so I'm just gonna go for this one. I think they're gonna go well. No one's gonna ever see what I'm wearing in my ears because my hair just hides the rest of them. So I think the lock's broken. So here's the final look. This is the dupatta with this one. I love this one. And here are my earrings. Again, I told you, whatever I'm gonna wear or put on my ears, no one's gonna ever, you know, get to see it because my hair just hides them. Anyways, I am thinking about just letting my hair down for this time. Not to mention I'm running out of time, and I actually ran out of time, and at this point I just have to go and I'll check what I can do later after I reach that place. Ignore the mess around here, just focus on me or on my paintings. This is the final look that I could pull off. Okay, believe me when I say this, I was not able to record a thing at the wedding. It was so congested, and you know, being an introvert is quite hard to record myself in public, and I just get this anxious and I get this panicky. I think that everyone is just looking at me, all eyes on me, and so hence I didn't record myself at the wedding at all. Plus I didn't even eat much because I'm facing, where was I? So I'm kind of facing this loss of appetite thingy lately, so that's why I just had a couple of pita breads with the dip, hummus dip, and there was Chinese, South Indian. It was fun. Last night was, what is this? Anyways, we weren't able to get much sleep last night. That is very much visible on my face and by my eyes. And I just put my UV tint on. We have to go to the temple. It's Mahashivratri. It's a very auspicious day for every Hindu. And I have just made such a mess that my parents were scolding. Just look at this. All the mess. All the efforts. For what? Guys, yesterday was a failure, a massive failure, and I just realized that I cannot do this makeup tutorial thing because it's just not my thing. Nevertheless, I'm not gonna give up this soon. I don't know if I'd be doing this thing again, but surely I'd give it a try and I'd make sure that I just go through my products first and then I apply it on my face, because yesterday it was more of a sweaty-ish kind of look and not the glowy and the dewy look, so I need to work on that definitely. But in order to stay tuned with my clumsiness, you guys need to subscribe, like, and comment, but only the good ones, not the bad ones, please. I'm not ready for it now. Just kidding, I'm ready for everything at this point, so you better go comment on the video, share it up, and subscribe. Click on the subscribe button down below.